Welcome back to Inside the History here at Battleship Cove. I'm Tom Lowney, Gunner's Mate First Class Retired, bringing you insights into the parts of the ship. Now, we're sitting here you're looking into the magazines for the 40 millimeter. This is considered a deep well magazine. All right, this would not be battle ready ammunition. This would be a reload secondary setup. So you had them scattered throughout the ship. Right now you're looking in from the trunk, the reload trunk on turret 2. So you would have that setup come down from above. Up here, that's the hatch coming down all the way from the main deck. So as you can see, you have your monorail. We've covered the monorail before, if you look back. This is one of the many monorail systems set up to bring in gun ammunition, 16-inch powder cans as well, because if you see over here, this is a shared magazine with access to turret 1 and turret 2, but it feeds primarily turret 2. So as you see there, you have your powder magazine, and this would be a deep well 40 millimeter stowage. Now this has been changed. Again, we've put it in the past that this setup here was put in for access. So they actually cut through the deck up here into the 16-inch powder magazine above on port side to give you access down through here to get into the lower handling rooms, because the lower handling rooms and the magazines are only accessible by the trunks that you saw. So that was the primary. But for tourists to come and see the exhibits, volunteers cut out and set up a ladder inside this deep well 40 millimeter magazine. Now this one, when you step on in, you'll see we have a few cans, and this exhibit is scheduled to be updated. We're planning on getting some more cans to stack in here so we could fully fill this magazine so you could see the extent of ammunition that was in here. And we have another magazine, so this was normally packed. This magazine would be entirely filled out to here. Okay, we took the bins out, and if you look up, you'll see the brackets. So you only had a little bit of access down through here because you had stowage here, forward and aft, and just an access point for air to come in to reach the after magazines. So you have your cooling trays and everything set up in here just like your other magazines, and you have fusible links to tell if there was a fire. They had lead links in them. If there was a fire and they melted, it would trip an alarm and this magazine could be flooded if need be. So you have a lot of little things in here. The cooling coils are not refrigerant, it's chilled water. It keeps the temperature around 70 or below. Usually the seawater temperature, they try to chill it down to at least it's somewhere between the 60s and the 70s down here. You want to keep the powder fresh and nice, not cooked and toasted. So when you step into this here, and these knee knockers are there, we've inserted a platform, and again you can see where all the bins were, and we get the cans in here so one day you can see how filled these things could get. Okay, we're here now in the upper part of the magazine. As you can see, this is a separate magazine from the one below, because this deck right here was cut out and this ladder was put in to provide you, the tourist, access to the lower spaces, so we don't have to cut through the armored bulkheads here. We don't want to cut through this to give you access, and it's cleaner, easier to take care of this. So these 40 millimeter magazines were scattered throughout the ship, and again, this is an example of a deep well. It's not big enough for 16-inch ammunition, so you reutilize it for what you need. And 40 millimeter ammunition was added on through World War II, 42, 43. As more of the weapon systems came on, greater demand for deeper stowage. This may have normally just been a passageway. So again, you can see the bins and the racks in here, in that part of the magazine, as well as in here. So this is just basically stowage that they had. And this is really a separate magazine. You can see all the chill water, the alarms, and plumbing going through for it. So this magazine would have been accessible through the hatch in the trunk over there. So you'd have 2 layers of 40mm magazines. And again, the bulkhead here was cut out to provide you access to get down below. And again, this would normally be a sealed bulkhead, but it was taken out so that way we can give you access. In the future, we'll get more cans in here so you can see how this is actually set up. But again, future projects, time, money, effort. Can't fix it all in one shot. We need more volunteers, and that's where you can come in. If you want to either donate, help to the cause of restoring this piece of history so you, the people, can see, or if you want to come down and volunteer and take on and help out in these projects, we can schedule things in and do that. But we're always looking for volunteers and help and donations. So if you like what you see here and want to learn more, like, share, and subscribe, and get in contact with us. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think. I'm GM1 Tom Lowney. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.